Hi, Tim Taylor here to talk to you about a web service called Remind. You may have heard of this before. It used to be called Remind 101, but they recently changed their name. And so once you go to remind.com, it says right there on the site, a safe way for teachers to text message students and stay in touch with parents. And that is the one thing I'll say about this site is that it really is a very safe site that you can use because basically what it does, it sets up a proxy phone number. So it sets up a phone number that you can send text messages from, but without actually getting the phone numbers of your students or their parents. And they can receive these text messages without getting your phone number. So if you don't want to get texts or calls from parents or students in the middle of the night, this is the perfect service for you. And so all you have to do is go onto here and click on the teacher sign up and just fill in the questions here, or you can sign in using your Google account if you have one. And it's a free site, which makes it really nice. I already made one, so we'll see what mine looks like. So when I sign in, this is what I get to see. I have two different sites. I have one for my honors anatomy class and one for my CP. You click on this button and you can add a new class. And then all you have to do is you'll see it'll come up with a class code and a phone number. So all someone has to do to get onto this is they have to text this message to this number. So let's go ahead and click on this. There's even really nice instructions. So all they do is go on their phone and send this message, and mine happens to be at Shaler Anat. I know that's not Pittsburghese, thank you very much. That's short for anatomy. But they just go ahead and text that message to that number, and they are in my group, and then I can send them all the messages to the whole group. And this is not my actual phone number, nor do I have any students or parents' phone numbers, which is really nice. There's also an app for this as well, so if you want to use the app, you can. I never use the app on my phone, I just use the web interface. So you can see here some of my previous messages I sent out. I just use this for reminders, so I can remind students to bring their book, bring a permission slip. I can remind them to do their homework, study, whatever. So this is really nice. And you can see I've just sent these out periodically. Another thing that's really cool about this service too is that it will warn you if you're sending out a text at a bad time. So for example, if you wake up at midnight and you realize, oh my goodness, I forgot to remind my kids about their homework that's due tomorrow, it'll tell you, hey, you know you're text messaging people at midnight. And so you can actually schedule your messages to go out at a different time. So to do that, you just go ahead and click on this button and you can choose the date and time it'll send it out. And so this kind of freaks kids out because I'll send them reminders of stuff to go off at like 7 a.m. So like right when they're walking into school, bang, there goes this text message to remind them of something. You can also put attachments on here too, so you can attach different documents to your messages if you want to. So that's really all there is to tell you about Remind. I highly recommend it to you. If you find that you want a good way to communicate with your kids, you don't feel like using Twitter, or you'd prefer to use text messages, this is really the way to go. It's free, it's simple, and it's a good way to get information out there. I put it in my syllabus. I remind kids about it. I write on my board at the beginning of the year, and I get kids to sign up. And so that's all you have to do to get started with this. If you have any questions about Remind, please feel free to see me. Thanks.